Hey everyone, welcome back to BrowncoatNerd. Today we have a follow-up or part 2 video to our Hobby Fan T91 model that I got off of eBay, complete with the T85 40 millimeter grenade launcher, which I didn't even bother with. I figured I'd have something kind of close to my T91, and it does not have a grenade launcher. Doesn't even have the T91 lower, but oh well. So a couple things to point out. I did review my first little quick video on this, which was kind of an unboxing showing you what came in this box. And I realized I didn't really get a good full-on shot of the box it came in. Nothing really missing there. And it did come with these two little stickers here. One for the rifle and one for the grenade. I was like, I don't know if this is for display. I'm kind of wondering if these were supposed to maybe go onto each side here. I don't know, but I won't be using those. This gun probably will not be going on display. So you can tell this front one here is just a sticker thrown onto a generic box. So as I told you in the first video, I wasn't really going to take my time on this. I wasn't going to paint it different shades of black or flat black and semi-gloss. I was just going to paint it all one color. And I thought that would be simple, can't mess that up, and my lord, it still came out pretty ugly. So this is what we got here. I still have a few spots I definitely need to touch up. And it looks fairly straight maybe from this angle, but this is like if Century built a T91 clone. This barrel was pretty well bent before I even started putting it together, which I did notice. Also, the barrel length kind of seems long, although now maybe not. Because these originally had a 14, the T91s had a 14.5 inch barrel with a muzzle brake added onto it. This one here is actually a 16 inch barrel with the muzzle brake added on. The barrel just kind of seemed long to me, but anyhow, a lot of these parts I did not actually even glue on there, like the mag. Once it got a little bit of paint on there, I actually had to sand some off. But that's in there pretty much just as a friction fit. I was sure I could pull it back out, but it's such a tight fit I don't want to risk cracking the plastic around the mag well. And actually the same story for the buttstock here. That is just a friction fit. And you can see how it's all wavy and wrinkly. I don't think that was the plastic on the model. I was using just some basic standard model paint, but I kind of feel like it wasn't, and I was shaking it each time. But it's like it didn't mix right and it kind of clumped up. So it looks worse than what I think if you actually took your time and did this properly, especially with like an airbrush or something, it would look. Everything came together pretty easily. Like I said, a lot of these parts are friction fit. Even this carry handle, like, just kind of snapped on, and I was like, well, I'm not getting that off again. So that's even friction fit onto there. The one thing that did suck was the front half of this upper here was a separate piece, and you had to glue it on to the lower and the back half of the upper. And this piece here has got like a hollow spot in it, like this is supposed to have a peg on it. And I don't know, I haven't looked back at the first video since completing all of this. But when I broke the little, I had a bunch of stuff like this on there, and I broke it off, I may have broken off a peg that was supposed to be on there as well for support. I'm pretty sure I didn't, but if you're really curious, you can go back and see my first video and see if you can kind of spot that or not. So basically what I was left with was this back half here right behind the handguard was just flat. So that was a lot of getting, little containers of paint and some cardboard kind of positioned just right. Had it glued on there at one point. I picked it up, thought it was dry. It came right off. The second time a little bit easier because I had some of that kind of tacky glue left behind. But as you can see, it's far from straight, which is fine because I'm going to put this up in the back of my bookcase like so, and from this angle, it doesn't look that bad from a distance. Like I said, this could have looked a lot cooler if I would have taken my time and done, like, you know, semi-gloss or gloss paint on the pistol grip. Definitely would have done a full gloss on the mag and on the barrel. So if you do want to take your time painting it and even airbrushing it, you know, get some weathering on there, this could probably come out looking pretty cool. Now, the other downside part of this, once again, when I was going through that first video, I mentioned that I thought it was like 20 bucks. I got this a long time ago, and it's just been sitting around. And so after I did that first video, I was like, you know what? Why don't I look up on eBay to see exactly what I spent on that? And I was a little shocked. Okay, it was not 20 bucks. It was like 45 bucks for this model. So I'm a little surprised that I ordered it. Like I said, that shows how long I've had this and I've completely forgot about it. If I would have realized what I had paid on it, I might have taken a little more time. So that kind of shocked me a little bit. I did leave some pieces off. Like I said, I didn't bother with the grenade launcher, which would kind of attach like so in a way. Also the grenade sight, it just kind of pops onto the top rail or the top handguard. You have your option for the individual rear sight, or go with a carry handle. Obviously, I went carry handle, which is kind of neat because the T91 carry handle's got these interesting little nubs on the bottom. I don't know if they're supposed to be like finger grooves or what, but that's notable on there. And then, of course, you got your top little barrel clamp piece for the end of the grenade launcher. And then we also have a rear sling swivel, which, I mean, like, I don't know how or where exactly this would glue on, but it's like got a, you know, a pin section here, but I don't know where that goes. So I think I'd have to trim that off and just glue the swivel directly on there. So I didn't bother. I mean, I'm not going for detail with this model. Now, one thing to point out, it did have a front sling swivel that I was going to put on here because it had a little peg. And you'll notice that this is not completely clear. The peg that was on that front sling swivel was pretty long. Now, obviously, it does come out the other side. It kind of pokes out like that. So I'm thinking this hole here is actually supposed to be completely hollow, and you stick that whole piece through there. I didn't get that far to messing with it because the stinking thing broke when I was trying to free it off of the sprue material here. So that was that. So I just put paint in there. So like I said, unfortunately, this build here is definitely nothing super detailed. You know, I thought I was just wasting away a $20 model when I did this. I didn't realize I spent 45 bucks on it. So if you're into models, I know a lot of people like to collect the specific scale of models. This one is a 1/4 scale. I don't know how common the T91 model is to find in any other kind of scale of model guns. I've never really jumped into that. This is my first one, and you know what? It's not bad for a little knick-knack to go onto your bookshelf to remind you of your favorite AR for 20 bucks. 45 bucks. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still kind of shocked that I spent that much money on this when I did. I was like, man, that must have been back when I had a better job and just got a bonus or something. But yep, there's the end result. Still kind of neat because T91s aren't that common. They're not that well known. So yeah, there you go. Hobby Fan can be had on eBay. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay shiny.